Look, Taylor Swift meets John Updike.
Yes, I mean, that
should be in the bio.
Honestly, remember how I got him to write my obit? You guys, so welcome to the event, first of all. Welcome. We wanted to skip the intros because I think you guys already know this woman very well. I think you know who this is.
Does anyone here not know me?
Does anyone here not know Joe Piazza?
Oh, hi.
Welcome. If you're meeting her for the first time, I'm jealous. She will change your life in multiple ways. I'm so honored to be the person that you chose for this.
It wouldn't be anyone else. I'm going to write your obituary.
Yeah, so she's going to write my obituary.
Yeah, and you're going to interview me for the rest of my life.
And I'm now I'm her official interviewer. I'm going on tour with you.
You're my Barbara Walters.
I'm your opening act.
You are. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm your like who opens for Taylor Swift? I only have boys, so I don't know.
My kids are so little.
You know Messi is my Taylor Swift.
Okay, yeah.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Okay. Who is it?
Phoebe Bridgers.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Okay, guys, I'm Phoebe Bridgers.
Yeah.
Welcome to the event.
And I'm Taylor Swift.
And this is Taylor Swift.
If Taylor Swift and John Updike had sex and had a baby.
Which the New York Times is basically sort of saying in a few more words.
In a few more words, yeah. So we got a New York Times review today. It was so good, and I was very nervous because sometimes they're bitchy. And,
yes. Or sometimes they don't review you at all.
And sometimes they don't. No,
yeah.
That's happened to me many a time. And this one was lovely with only one bitchy line.
It wasn't that bitchy.
I think we all need to hear the line because the line is pretty amazing.
No, I'm very close.
Oh
wait, there's housekeeping. Sorry, we wanted to
just right into it.
Hi. Sorry to interrupt. Only a little sorry. Because my name is Bex and I'm the events coordinator here at Bookstore Magic. We're so excited to have you. I won't read their intros as promised, but I will read the intro for the bookstore where you're all sitting, which is that we're here and we're a bookstore and we're so happy to have you all here. Just a few housekeeping notes. We will be doing a Q&A at the end of the event, so think of your questions, float on them tight. We will get them answered. Afterwards, Joe will be signing in the back of the store near where you checked in. More info on that at the end of the event when I'll come back up and talk some more. If you're joining us virtually on the live stream, you can buy a book at the link in the live stream description. If you're here, you can buy a book at the register for yourself, for your friends, for your neighbors, for your pets, for everybody you know.
the more books you buy, the more pieces of clothing we will take off. Just so you know.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true.
This is not Bookstore Magic sanctioned, but I'm not going to stop. A quick thing about the book you're all here tonight. I'm going to read it for the live stream, folks. Because I know you all know exactly what you're here for tonight. Rooted in the Piazza's own family history about a long-awaited trip to Sicily, the Sicilian inheritance is at once an immersive multi-generational mystery and an ode to the undaunted heroism of everyday women. Unraveling a family secret that some will kill to protect, this book is an atmospheric patroning to life. Thank you all so much for being with her tonight. And now, I will stop. Enjoy.
And one quick housekeeping note. Much like my wedding ceremony, which Glynis officiated for me, this is an open bar, so please feel free to stand up and grab yourself. I love it. Yeah. So good job.
Amazing. I want to know first of all, because I started reading this. I obviously knew that you were Italian, but I didn't know how much was real, how much wasn't.
Neither does my family.
Yeah, like what? Well, but the best thing is you can write like the dead truth about your family, and they still don't recognize themselves.
Not even a little bit. No.
That's like my favorite part of memoir.
Yeah.
I have this like new thing with my mom where she's just like, I'm doing this thing about failure, and I was like, I should interview you. She's like, well, I don't know what would I talk about? What do I have some ideas.
Your mom and my mom are the same. She's like,
Yes.
your childhood was so idyllic, and I'm like,
Yeah, great.
were we in the same?
Yeah, she's like, I didn't beat you with belts.
No.
You were loving life.
No, I just didn't forget to pick you up from school.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And that's my next book.
Which I can't wait for.
Yeah,
But so how much of this book is like real?
Yeah. So,
Like, did you actually like?
well, the book's a novel. It is.
Yes.
It's full, and actually, this is fully fiction. It's based on a nugget. This nugget.
But all fiction is fiction.
Yeah. It's based on my great-great-grandmother was indeed murdered in Sicily 100 years ago. And my family has been telling this like a game of telephone
Okay.
for years.
I love
And like,
this.
but it's also like this bad, like a weird badge of honor in a way. Like, oh,
Yeah.
she was murdered by the mob. She was
Yeah.
murdered because she was a
It's
witch.
chic.
It's chic. And
Yeah.
well, you know, and like, especially so the men love to say it was because of the mafia, and the women are
It
like,
was
she
a
was a
hit.
witch. But like they didn't know her name. Like half of them didn't know her
Okay.
name. Like the details change, and I mean we're Italian Americans, so we love to tell stories, and they lie a lot. To be honest. And so I just took that story, like that nugget. You're
Yes.
a woman left alone in Sicily. Your husband's in America for 12 freaking years.
Yeah.
What happens to you?
Right.
And that's how I went with it. But because everyone in this room knows that I'm an incredibly thorough content creator. Once I finished the book,
I have to live it myself.
yeah, I had to solve the murder in real life. So yeah, I've been going back to Sicily to solve this 100-year-old murder, and our podcast, our true crime podcast producer is here.
Amazing.
And
This is
yeah,
amazing.
We're really close to solving this thing.
Do you feel like you're gonna be like Patton Oswalt's wife? Like you're gonna figure it out?
I'm gonna figure it out. Yeah, and then someone's gonna murder me, and
Oh, God. I
and
hope
that
it's not
podcast
me.
is gonna do really well.
I mean, that's gonna make the times list.
Yeah, well, that's what I gotta do these days, guys.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like that's what they want from
That's
us.
what they want. I mean, I will say, I mean, there is like such a like stress to go viral with your book these days.
Yes.
That I was at the Philadelphia Fox morning show this morning, and there was a female professional wrestler there who was on air before me, and I haven't watched professional wrestling since I dumped my high school boyfriend Kurt Siegel 25 years ago. So I thought it was still like Hulk Hogan, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was like this really hot Irish girl wrestler. And she came off stage, and I wanted to be like, "Will you throw a chair at me? And I'll throw the Sicilian inheritance at you, and then everyone wins."
Yes.
Yeah, I know it was a missed opportunity.
We will do anything to sell a book.
Anything to sell a book. Anything. And my Denton team's like, "Please don't."
No, but I honestly said, like, my son was like, "Where are you going tonight? Why are you leaving?" And I said, Sid, you know, like how you have friends that like you're friends with Riley. He's in your school. You know him. I said, but then there are friends like Lucas that you would that would literally kill for you. I'm like, that's how I feel about this woman. I'm like, I have never, and we don't hang out in
We
real
don't
life.
hang out in real life. No,
It's
it's
not
really
like
hang out
that.
on the internet.
There's
yeah.
but like when you've gone through like the marathon that is creating a book, there is nothing harder, and you grovel and you beg and you plead and you literally like sell your soul,
You do.
like
You
whoring
do,
yourself
yeah.
out for people to buy words from you when so much is readily available in the world, right? It's just like the worst. So when a
We got
woman
so many authors in here.
and so when a woman like stands up for you and like vouches for you and will like blurb you without even a second thought, it's like it can change your life.
Yeah.
And like she was one of the first people. She gave me, I have chills. She gave me a quote on my first book that like is still like, I think nobody has ever said nicer things about me. And so when I was asked
And
to
then
do
you
this,
gave me a blurb on my next book.
oh my god, I
Actually,
was like,
which I
this
yes, yeah.
woman, like, is a ride or die. Like, for authors everywhere, like, this is the bar. Like, you have set the bar. So, I
you
just
and that
want to say
haircut
that.
reviewer walk around
For real, though. Like, for real.
Well, I mean, I think there's a special place in hell for women who don't support other women.
Or tell you where they got their outfit.
Or pretend it's from Target, and I'm like, bitch, I know that's not from Target.
It's from Asia. You'll never
You'll
find
never
it.
have it. It's a night market in Cambodia.
It's a night market.
Yeah.
Totally.
And it's, like you said, it's hard. Like this process, and I think it's
hard.
gotten harder with there's so much content out there. I mean, we're just staring at our phones all day long.
Yes.
How
So
do
how do you do it? How did you break through?
How do you get people to buy a book? I mean, I begged literally all of my friends, all of my
Yes.
Substack subscribers, and I've been a marketing monster. Like I really.
But
I
what's
talk
even
about it
embarking on this book?
constantly.
Because you've
Yeah.
done other books. You knew what you
Yes.
were getting yourself into.
I did. I don't know why. I
You
keep
only
doing
have yourself to
it.
blame.
I do. It's my fault. It's
So
my
how
fault.
did you,
Yeah.
were you haunted by this story? What was it? Like, how did you decide to
yeah.
do this?
Yeah. Well, so at first I wasn't even going to sell this story. That's the crazy thing. So I've been writing.
Okay, tell me what year this was. I need to know
This
when.
when was the pandemic? It was like 2019. 2019. And I've been writing books with my co-author, Christine, back there.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we've done another one. We've got one more.
How
One more.
fun.
Yeah. you know, I've been wanting to write this story. I love this story. I love Sicily. And my husband's like, just write it for yourself. He's like, just write the damn thing. Write the whole thing. Don't
What
worry.
kind of husband? Where do you find these kinds of husbands? They let you write. They want you to have your eyes off of them, and they let you write.
Like really supportive men, but they're only in those islands. You have to go find them.
I'm
Take a
willing.
boat tour and pluck them like a tortoise.
Oh God!
Those
And
islands.
never marry an actor who needs like your undivided. Okay, so he told you to go write it.
I was like, all right, I'll write it for me. I'll write this whole
Yes.
thing. And
But were you on another book at the time?
yeah. Christine and I were still working on We Are Not Like Them, right? And then you were always mine, both of them.
Multitasking, shocker.
I can really only focus on one thing at once, Christine.
Okay, hold on. So kids go to school.
Yeah.
You write this in the morning.
Yeah.
When was this other book happening?
Afternoon usually. So I would be
Okay.
writing this one in the morning, and then we would switch and we would talk and work in the afternoon. And then I finished it, and I was like, well, I mean, I
How
guess I
long
should
did it take you to write the
sell
first draft
it.
of this?
I banged the first draft out because
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm a psycho. That was like,
Tell them your daily word count.
I was about to ask, but I was like, everyone understands, yes,
Yeah.
right? We can ask for daily word count?
Yeah.
it's 2,500 to 3,000 words.
Yeah.
I mean, if I were on cocaine, I guess.
You know, I did start writing in the mid 2000s.
Okay, I like that. I like
Leave it
that.
at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I worked on both at once, and then was like, all right. But this book, it's different when you write with a co-writer because Christine loves to outline,
Yes.
and I fly by the seat of my pants. Like I had no idea what was going to happen with
Yes.
this book, and it freaks her out so bad every time I say that. She's like, that's wrong. What you do is wrong.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But is Christine, was she a screenwriter first? Is that why?
No, she was an editor. She was my editor at Simon & Schuster. So
Okay,
that's why.
okay, that
That's
makes
why.
sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, and you just want to just
I just want
free.
to go. I want to
Okay.
sit down and go. And I had no idea what was going to happen. I had no idea how it was going to end.
Okay.
I swear to God, I'm not that woo-woo.
Yeah.
But I'm convinced that these, like, old Sicilian spirit ladies
Yes.
wanted their story to be fucking told.
100%.
Like, weird things would happen. This character was just created out of thin air. Her
Yes.
name is Giuseppina, but she wants to be called Juicy. I didn't know that was a name.
Right.
Okay? Like,
Right.
Giuseppina, I've never heard that name.
Yeah.
Or I didn't know it was, like, Juicy was the nickname for that.
Yes.
She just, like, showed up in my head one day. She's like, I am Juicy and you will write me.
Wow.
I know some crazy things. And then the ending, I didn't know what was going to happen with the end until, like, really the very end. And then it came to me, and it's a banger. It's yeah, it's a real banger.
I mean, it is.
Yeah,
I
but-
mean, I love the. What is you have like one meme that's going around? It's like there's what is this?
Oh yeah.
It's the best,
Yeah,
like,
there's one dragon, many witches, and sex in a beach cave.
Yeah.
For people who
There's
are
a dragon,
interested
witches,
in
and
that
sex
kind
in a
of
cave.
thing.
Need I say
For
more?
people who are interested in that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, for people who want that kind of
I
thing.
do want to clarify, no one is having sex with the dragon. Yeah.
Which is misleading because there is a book out right now where there's dragon sex.
I don't think people have sex with the dragons, though. That's one of my friends is reading it right now. And we were talking about this on the car ride over.
I've heard you
Has
do
anyone
have
read
sex
the
with
dragon
dragon.
books?
That's what I heard too.
Okay, see, right?
They
Yeah,
allude
yeah.
to you've had sex with the
Yeah,
dragon.
yeah, no, but I mean, I don't think anyone actually has sex with a dragon. I don't know, because I don't even know where a dragon vagina would be.
I don't know,
It could
but
be
like,
anywhere. They're
you know
magical.
what?
Yeah. It could be a really cool thing, fancy.
Honestly, if it had been a dragon before a female wrestler today,
Yeah.
that's what I would have expected from you.
I know.
I'm
I
like,
know.
just go
Yeah.
for it at this
Just go
point.
for it. If we do a sequel, Maya,
Yeah.
maybe
Who
we can
knows?
make it happen.
Yeah. At
Dragon
least
sex.
a dream sequence.
At least a
of
dream
some
sequence.
kind.
Yeah, the hot. I mean, it'd be like a hot dragon.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a Sean Connery dragon.
We've gotten really, really far
We've
up to the
really-
other side. the
We've
other
really
side.
gone
Yeah,
so
we
crazy.
have, we have.
So what number book is this for you? I can't handle you. You're so prolific. It's insane.
Yeah.
12.
You're 12. How the
It's
hell?
12. I don't know.
12.
I don't know how it happens. Like, it's, 12. Right? I'm like, Christine?
I said 11, and
Okay.
I turned to Maya, and I was like, oh shit, it's 12.
It's
12 books.
12 books. It's 12 bucks.
The
Yeah.
same way I can't keep track of your kids, I can't
I
keep track
mean-
of your books.
I still say 2 kids. I have no idea that there's 3 children.
I mean, that was another,
She
like,
was a surprise.
that was like
Yeah.
a real
Yeah, she
surprise.
was-
So
yeah,
you
I
got
know.
pregnant during this whole process?
During this whole
On
process.
April Fools.
On April Fool's, yeah. Last year or 2 years ago, April Fool's joke. I like handed Nick a pregnancy test, and he's like, "Where the hell do you get that? Like,
Yeah.
eBay?
That's cute.
Did someone pee on that for you?" And I'm like, "Oh no, this is not a joke."
Oh my god. But has it been amazing?
Oh, she's the best. She's the best of them because we ignore her.
Right.
We
Yeah,
don't
I
have
know.
time for her. My favorite joke is that, and this isn't even a joke. This is reality. You know, with the first one, we had like the organic baby food machine.
All the shit you
All
do.
the shit you do.
Yeah.
And this one is fed like the family dog. She is
Yeah.
like crawling around while we're eating dinner, and we're like, "Here, you want some chicken?" And she's so happy. And she's like
God.
naked all the time. She already
How
talks.
cute.
Like, she communicates very well because she has to.
She has to.
She
She has
really
to
has to
survive.
say, like, "Please put clothes on me."
So good.
She's great.
So she like eats like she's like on a game show where she's like,
Yeah,
wow,
we're
just
like,
like,
"Woo!" And she's like,
whoa, let me see what I got.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
We're not
Okay.
having any more, guys. I got Nick
You're done?
first. Yeah.
You got neutered?
Yeah, he got neutered.
He got neutered. Oh, I like
And then,
this.
of course, for those of you who know Nick Astor, he walked home from his vasectomy.
Wow.
Yeah, and he walked home because I was supposed to pick him up, but I was in the suburbs getting Botox. And
It is clearly more
It was
important.
important, and I mean, it was taking me a while to get back because they had to do some extra stuff.
Yes.
And he's like, "I'm just gonna walk home," and I'm like, "They don't recommend that." And he's like, "Well, you're gonna be forever." So he was fine. He's fine. He seems okay. He walks with like a little wobble now.
It's endearing.
It's cute.
He
Yeah.
can't get away. I like when they have like a little bit of a, yeah,
He's
slow.
slower. Yeah, I think just slow him down.
Yeah, I need to slow them down a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so like if books were children, is this like your favorite child?
I can't say because my co-author's here in the back.
Cover my ears.
Okay,
Careers.
okay, yes.
It's definitely my favorite that I've written alone.
That's- yeah,
for
that's
sure.
what
Yeah, I mean it's the best one I've written alone.
Okay.
Because like I said, I think it really wanted to be written, and
It
I
wanted
I just wanted to write something fun. Like I just wanted
Tell
to write.
people what you said to me.
Which time?
I
told you
wanted to
something.
write.
I wanted to write something. I wanted to write a delicious, trashy adventure.
Yes.
And then because it's me, I'm like, all right, well, we've got to take on the patriarchy, like just a little bit.
Yes.
And like just a little dose of feminism.
Right.
But like most of all, like this is an adventure and it's delicious. And
Yeah.
you're gonna walk away and be like, I need to book a ticket to Sicily right now. Which is
Exactly.
what the Times reviewer said too. She's like, I needed to book a trip to Sicily. There were
I
a lot
love
of
that.
Mexicans in there.
Only
When is the movie?
Oh, well, you know how this goes.
Oh.
Everything gets optioned and nothing
Guys,
is fucking made.
Yeah. Guys, the win is just having it written in deadline so everybody sees and thinks that you're doing great
But
things.
for some reason, the people that option my stuff will never put it in deadline. It's
No,
like,
your publicist will do that.
No,
What?
the actors and actresses are like,
I will
no.
do it.
Will you do it? All right, they're like, no, not yet. It's like that episode of Sex in the City where Big only takes Carrie to the shitty Chinese restaurant. And nobody sees them. Like that's how Julia Roberts felt about me.
No.
100%. It's like,
I don't
oh,
think
I'm
it's true.
you optioned it. 8 episodes have been written. Amazon bought it. Can we
Yeah.
please have a story? And she's like,
Yes.
not yet. It's not time yet.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
stop.
Yes. Every time. Christine, I
What?
don't think We Are Not Like Them has even been announced yet.
It is not
No.
yet.
Yes.
It has now.
There's a live stream happening right now.
Live stream.
Christine and I did.
I need to know because I'll tell you all the actresses I hate.
Oh, tell me everyone.
Well, not on the live stream, but I will tell you. But I have a list, a running list.
So do I.
Good.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
do you feel like this where you're like now there are people who didn't post that like I expected to that they're dead to me?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I do. I hold grudges. Yeah. In fact,
Which
I told Maya.
You just wrote
I told-
this for me.
yeah,
I
yeah,
agree with you.
Yeah.
You should.
Well, also because I'm like, seriously, I'm like, it's a post on fucking Instagram.
But
Okay?
it's because
I didn't ask
you're
you
a
for
ride or die.
I didn't ask you for a kidney.
Yes.
Just put me on your grid already.
Yes. But it's because you're a ride or die.
Yeah.
And I think when you have that level and like you don't get it back, it's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
It's true. It's true. Well, and I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like, you know, for so long too, like people are like, well, it's not really my brand to post this. And I'm like,
Shut up.
shut up. No one is paying you that much attention that they're gonna be like, this is really off-brand.
Totally.
Yeah. Like no one. And so
I mean, you're preaching to the choir.
I
I
will
blew up
say,
my entire account
so
in
many
October.
people.
So
You did, but it's been awesome.
Bye.
Also,
Fucking
did
unfollow me.
you sell that New Kids on the Block shirt yet?
No, would you like to buy it?
Yeah, I would. Yeah. Go on Jenny's account because you can buy all of her old shit, and it's just fabulous.
Everything
Literally
I'm
everything out of
wearing
your closet
is for sale.
Everything. So am I. Like all of this, just for sale.
You can
for a
have
price.
it.
Yeah.
I have a price on everything.
Yeah, make me an offer.
Make me an offer.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about like, okay, you're doing this next, you have the trad wife.
The trad wives. Yeah. Guys, by the way, trad wives have made me so much more popular than book writing.
I mean,
Really?
I tried to explain trad wives to Jason, and I said, you have to go back. You have to go back further.
Yeah.
You have to study it.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
it's like your new housewives.
Yes,
You
yeah. No, you have to start at the beginning.
You have to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
But how do you find now? Because now with Substack, how do you feel about like just like the books versus like I'm doing a whole trad wife trilogy? I've already named the trilogy.
It's a trilogy. Trad wife trilogy.
Because there's a few I want you to.
Oh yeah, no. I've got them.
Okay.
Well,
Did you think about selling that as like
I
a
haven't.
traditional?
I haven't thought about it that much yet. Like I've been writing this trad wife novel in installments on my Substack, and mostly because also when I've been I give away my Substack for free. I won't after this week, but when people order the book. Because books are expensive.
That was
and
pretty
also
cool.
like that was a really great way to like get people excited about ordering the book. And the trad wife murder mystery that I'm writing was part of that. So I'm serializing it much like Charles Dickens.
Yeah, you feel very
Yeah, I think it's very Dickensian.
It
It's
feels
what it is.
Dickensian to me.
Yeah, I mean it's just
Yes.
it is evangelical Christian influencers, getting murdered in a barn.
I love
Getting murdered
this.
in a barn.
But also selling their own honey.
And also selling their own unpasteurized milk.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Even better.
Yes.
Even better.
And yeah, I mean that's just been fun and also cool because readers can interact with a really rough draft.
Yeah.
And people are like, I think you should have her do this, and I'm like, yeah, I should.
Do you find that readers care about grammar or anything like
They do. Readers are actually the grammar. It's very interesting because
on those types
and I say it too. I'm like, guys, I am shit at grammar. I do not know where commas go. I do not know where M dashes
so
go.
seen.
Right? Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. There's copy editors for that. We have like
I
a
just do
really
this.
good copy editor.
Fall.
Here it goes.
Yeah.
And people comment. In fact, one reader was like, I'm a copy editor. May I help you? Yeah, well, have you found this that like your Substack readers are really helpful?
Yes.
Because mine have changed my life. Like I did a Substack the other day about getting Botox for the book tour. And I was like, I'm getting it because I'm vain, but also because my Wikipedia picture is a picture of me going like this. And looking like I have 7 chins. And I don't want that to happen again. And one of my readers wrote to me and was like, I'm a Substack editor. Or not Substack, I'm a Wikipedia editor. I'll fix it.
Yes.
No
Minutes later, there's the sexiest picture of me on Wikipedia right now.
You deserve that.
I
That
know,
is
I deserve
amazing.
that. Yeah, but they're so helpful. They're so wonderful.
And they're so much nicer than
And
Instagram
so,
people.
Well, no, Instagram people are mostly
Evil.
filthy bitches. They are
Yeah.
mean. They are
It's true.
mean.
It's true.
I had someone on Instagram the other day be like, I listened to you on a podcast and I don't think you described your book very well. And I'm like, sorry, I guess.
Oh my
It's
god.
like, I had to go to Goodreads to find out what it was about. Did you give me a rating?
Exactly.
Oh,
Wait, but like when you go on these tours, like you're not reading from the book, and I always think it's weird.
I don't like
I
I don't like
think it's
readings. I don't.
weird.
Yeah, it's not my jam. Like,
Unless you have short stories or like little.
David Sedaris can read at his events, and that's it. Only David Sedaris and Sloane Crossley. And
Okay,
she's like
yes.
the lady David Sedaris. And when you do
Yes.
your nonfiction, it's funny because you're telling a story about your life.
But then I start laughing about
Yeah.
Jason's ex, and then he's like mad at me, and it's like a whole thing.
That was my first intro to you, the Jason's ex story,
Oh my
and it
God.
remains one of my favorite ones. Like when I explain
Oh,
to
so
people who you are, I'm like, let me tell you this story about Jason's ex.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And Caroline and I just started working together. She doesn't know my obsession with Jason's
Wait,
ex.
how do you not know this?
I've kept it from her.
Well, tonight's the
now.
night. Tonight's
Well,
the
I was
night,
supposed to never speak about it again, but I'll just tell you guys this. Since I'm live streaming and we can't edit it out.
It's a very intimate group here right now.
I did befriend her using a fake identity on Facebook. We started sort of having a relationship behind Jason's back, mainly because I was married to someone who was famous, and I was jealous of the fact that he got all this attention that I didn't get, and it was very I felt like as an overachiever,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm invisible suddenly. This is not okay. But the one fan I had was the girl that wasn't over Jason. She was obsessed with me, and so I had to curate my online profile to be everything she would ever want me to be.
Yeah.
But then when she started to get over Jason,
And then when she
I
got
had to
know
go
the
after
real,
her.
the real you. Yeah.
well, then I started driving by her house and maybe
This is how I knew that we were
whatever. Like it ended up we became friends.
like I would do this, and then we
Yes.
would become best friends. Much like
Yes.
the time I found out that one of my boyfriends was cheating on me, and I called
This-
her. I called
okay,
her and was
yes.
like, "Meet me at this bar, and we're gonna have him meet us here."
Yes.
And then we became friends. She's usually at my book events. It's weird that she's not.
I love anyone who's like dated somebody that I dated. I wanted them in my life
yeah,
forever.
let's be friends. Yeah,
Forever.
forever and ever. Yeah.
But what
So
is
we can
the
talk
story
about
that you
forever.
wouldn't give me that you're not allowed to give me because
Oh.
I can't see a picture of someone's penis? Was that what it was?
Well, I mean, again, we're not live streaming or anything. Everyone in this room
Yeah.
knows this story, though. It was
Oh,
just,
okay.
because times have changed and things are a little
Right.
more
You're
politically
not
correct.
like
I
as
don't
a
want to. I
yeah.
don't want to be the person who's like, "Oh, you did revenge porn on a dude."
Right.
Yeah, I had this boyfriend. I'm into it. This boyfriend who sent me a lot of genitalia pictures.
Okay.
Through the years, and no one wants to see a picture of a penis.
No.
People.
Do you get a lot of that
This
in
was
your-
only the first time that
Okay.
I had gotten them. Like, I mean, it's like a cyclops, and the lighting is never right. Boobs look
Yes.
great in pictures. Like, I'll look at pictures of boobs all day long, but like,
yes.
that is disgusting.
Yes.
He went and cheated on me with 27 women. I know. And so I was like, what should I do about this?
Definitely we're posting him on the grid.
I definitely, it was pre-grid. It was pre-grid. So this is
Well,
like,
I'm saying I'm doing that tonight.
This is when Blogspot existed.
Oh.
So I created a blog spot
Okay.
for his penis.
Oh my god. And it had its own identity?
It had its own identity, and I just uploaded them and sent it to him.
What did you call it?
God, amazing.
So that's the worst. I told Jenny, I'm like, I've got this story. It's so good for your Substack. It's the worst thing I've ever done in a breakup. And she's like, I'm so here for it. And then I sent it to like 3 friends, and they're like, that's revenge porn. And
They're like, you can't.
I'm like, I guess.
legally do that.
I guess you can't really do that. I'm like, I took it down.
Wait, was
Yes, but that's the worst thing. That's the worst thing I've ever done doing it.
What is it like being married to you, knowing that like everything, like I mean, it's gonna find its way into
A
some-
book.
A book.
A
It's
book.
gonna be in a book. What is that like?
I mean, I feel like Nick and Jason would really get along because
Yes.
like they can trauma bond.
Yes.
Like Nick Astor knows who he married. He does. Like right after we got
Yes.
engaged, and like we met in the Galapagos, I'm like, I'm gonna write a book about our first year of marriage. But traveling around the world. He's
Uh
like,
huh.
okay, fine, sure, whatever you want.
But did he know, like,
So I
no,
think he
legit?
knew. I think
That's
he
who I am.
legit knew. And so like every time
Uh-huh.
I'm like in the Substack the other day, I wrote that he got laid off.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Thanks for
he's
telling
like
everyone.
again, I asked first.
Yeah.
He's like, I asked for consent, and he's like, I do know who I married. And then also, again, my wonderful Substackers were like, we have a job for Nick Astor, we will fix this.
I love Substack.
I love them
Right?
so much. Yeah, they're like, he's into sustainability, my neighbor's into sustainability. I'm gonna set them up on a coffee.
That's amazing.
I know. That's why I love Substack. Instagram would be like, loser.
Yeah.
He sucks.
Yeah.
Worst husband ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hashtag hate him. Wait, but okay. So how old is your oldest?
6.
Okay, so I have a 10-year-old, and just wait.
Which he's like a grown up now.
He's like
He's an
he's
adult.
like an adult man.
Yeah.
But wait, because this starts to happen.
Yeah.
I just saw Colleen. I love her. Okay, so
Hey, Colleen interviewed me yesterday.
she's amazing. She's an amazing writer too.
I know.
Okay, so this is what's going to start to happen to you.
Mhm.
They watch your dynamic, and this is Sid does an impression of me now, where he and Jason, where he goes, "This is Daddy." Jenny, I really don't want you to be talking about the fact that like I'm not Jewish. Like it's like I don't like you don't need to be bringing that up all the time. You don't need to be really saying all this stuff. And can you just like leave that out of your article? Okay, that's it. And then he goes, and this is mommy. No. So I'm like, that's gonna happen.
No, that's our life.
That's
Although,
literally
no,
what we're
Charlie
living.
already does it. The thing that he says is he's like, not in public.
Oh my god, that is
So
so
he doesn't say it to me.
funny.
He says it to B. Like if she does it, not in public. So, like it's definitely Nick being like, not in public.
And
Don't say that
but
on the live stream.
where is his family from?
Milwaukee. So they're like super
So they don't
waspy,
get the Italian at
buttoned
all.
up. No. Like they're the opposite of time. We don't like my family. I'm like, oh, I wrote like a novel about our family, and I'm doing a true crime podcast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to solve this murder, and there might have been an affair and an honor killing, and they're like, so our family's gonna be in a book? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, and they're like, and maybe a movie. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, but did you hear the honor killing and the murder? And they're like, who do you think's gonna star in the movie?
Right.
Yeah,
Who
they're-
plays me?
Yeah, and then meanwhile, my mother-in-law, sweet Patsy, is like, is there sex in this book? Because Joe, I just think that you can accomplish the same thing with a look. Stop
Stop it.
And so I did want Patsy to read this because she's a big reader, and when I go to Milwaukee, she gets all of her friends from the country club to go. So I sent her an abridged version where I ripped out the dirty parts.
No.
Like I gave Patsy like the PG-13 version.
Stop it.
So her friends are gonna be like, Patsy, what is this smut?
Are
And she's
you
gonna be like,
kidding?
I don't know. They accomplished it with a look.
It was all in the eyes.
The eyes. That's
It was
just-
all in the eyes.
You guys got sex in a beach cave, and
Yeah.
I got a glance.
I gotta go in the right direction.
Yeah.
So what now? What happens now? What happens after this?
I mean,
Do you guys have more happening?
yeah, we're figuring out what's happening for the next book. I like historical fiction and I like thrillers. Like I've
Yes.
never written a thriller before,
Yeah, but now you're into it.
and I'm very into it. Yeah.
Did you find that there were different rules? Like you know,
Yes.
like in women's, like I just feel like in women's fiction, it's like your authors are going to turn on you. You can't have her cheat on her husband. You can't have this happen.
Oh yeah.
Did you feel there
There's
were different
rules.
rules?
There's-
Give
yeah, I
us
mean,
some rules.
I think you can have more fun with thrillers. My issue though is I never want to set a book in the present day again because it's really hard to plot when you have social media and Facebook and Google, and
Interesting.
everyone can find out everything all the time. Like, where's this? There's no suspense in the world anymore. How's there gonna be
Yes.
suspense in a mystery? And so,
Right.
like, even this book, the present day timeline is 2016, which was just a little bit different with social media.
Exactly.
Just different enough. If I could set every book in Glennis Knows This in 1993, I would 100% do it. It's just like my dream time.
Why?
Because there was Netscape and dial-up, and that is
Well, that's
it.
it.
No smartphones. Like if you,
You had a beeper if you were lucky.
I had a beeper.
Yeah, 143.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Also, was there anything more useless than a beeper? I've been
I
mentioning
love
beepers
a
a lot.
beeper.
I think Jess,
So
I think
funny.
we talked about beepers. Didn't we talk about beepers when I was a kid? Like, why? You would have to find a payphone.
No, Jason,
Yeah.
working at Gap Baby Gap combo store,
Mhm.
got a page on his beeper from his agent, his child actor,
No.
to find out that he like booked like this Stephen Bochco pilot, and like then he like
So
quit
he
his
left
job.
the Gap and went to the payphone by the restaurant in the
Yeah,
mall.
yeah, and I'm
they're
dead. I'm like,
yeah.
what? You were like a surgeon? You were like had a pager on? You were like 18 with a
Sorry.
beeper?
I have to stop
Yeah.
folding these baby overalls.
Yeah.
now to go call my agent
Yeah, I have to
back
call my
from the
agent,
mall.
guys. Yeah. I'm on as the world turns, guys. I don't have time for you.
Bye, Gap.
Goodbye, Gap.
Goodbye, Gap. Forever. That's like the scene from Reality Bites where she like storms out of the Gap.
it
and
truly
she's like-
is.
Yeah. Except Jason at like age 14.
But by the way, at 45, he's still folding my kids' clothing like he does work at the Gap.
Gap
Which is
is a
excellent.
really great place for you to work as a
It
teenager.
was
For
good
men to
training for
work as
him.
a teenager.
Right?
So they learn how to put away laundry.
But don't you? Okay, so this is like because Jason's also Italian.
Yeah. Which is, has
Boy,
he read the book yet? He needs
he-
to read the book. We have to give it to Jason's whole
it's hard for
family.
Jason to sit down and read, and he's like, "Will you stop talking?" Because I want to read everything out loud to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want to hear anymore. I don't think that I don't know. And then he hates all my grammar mistakes. He's like, how has anybody ever given you a book deal? Like you
And you're
did
like
you
those copy
ever
editors,
pass
and they're
like
magic
English?
people. Yeah,
Like
yeah. No, I didn't. The only D that I got in high school was high school English.
Isn't this funny?
It's because I can't do grammar. I couldn't diagram
I
a sentence to
can't.
save my life.
And really,
Yeah.
you guys, the word that
Yeah,
really freaks me out.
I saw Maya nod. She's like, actually.
The word that I
She's like,
can't.
you don't know where to put a comma.
License.
Piazza.
The word license. It's just too much. It just overwhelms me every
I
time.
can't spell necessary.
I can't handle this.
2 C's, 2 S's. What
There's
is
a
it?
lot going on.
I know, it's a lot going on in there. Where's this?
It's not.
It's confusing.
But I just wanted to ask you, like, okay, so it's like you with men in your family, like, has it always been like a matriarchal family?
No. My dad's family is very patriarchal, and like my dad and my mom had
Really?
this very like.
Because your family,
Traditional.
you're in control.
Yeah,
Even if he doesn't know it.
Oh no, he knows it.
Okay, good.
He knows it.
Okay.
In fact, I went to Sicily. I just got back like 3 weeks ago, and B, my middle child, actually said to Nick, she's like, you know, you're the sub boss.
Oh my god.
What? And she's like, yeah, substitute.
Oh my
I don't
god.
even know what a substitute is. You're in PK.
That's amazing.
And Yeah, and so I had a shirt made that said sub boss because I just really got
Yes,
that right.
that
So
feels
I felt
right.
like- Yeah. So no, I mean we're
I'll
in a
buy one of those
very-
off you.
Okay, great. Yeah. We're in a like very matriarchal household.
Yes.
But I mean that's like another cool thing about Sicilian inheritance that I got to talk about today is so during this time period 1 million men leave Sicily, right?
Yes.
Like, there's entire villages just of women.
Yes.
And I didn't think about this when I first started writing the book. I'm like, she's left
Right.
alone, that must suck. And then after I had kids
Yeah.
and a husband, I'm like, that must be wonderful.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I'm
this
like,
must be
especially during
fun.
the pandemic, I'm like, she was alone.
Right.
How magical would that be? And so these villages without the men, the women took the men's jobs. The women take the men's jobs, they start learning to read and write, and like they have agency for the
empowering.
first
Yeah.
time. And it's this weird slice of feminist history in Italy that no one ever talks about.
Yeah.
But then their husbands call them to America. They're like, I built a house in Scranton, you have to come back. And
Come make the gabagool.
yeah, and then they're like relegated to a
Yeah.
kitchen in fucking Scranton.
Yeah, no.
And that's where the twist of the book comes from, where I'm like,
I love.
does she want to go to Scranton?
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Because I don't.
I don't
Yeah.
want to go to Scranton.
Yes.
No offense to Scranton wives. I keep forgetting that my cousins from Scranton are probably.
They're all sitting in Scranton like, bitch. They're like, you know what? How do we return this book?
We are canceling the family book club.
Yeah, the
Don't
family
cancel the
book
family
club.
book club. I'm very excited for the family book
Do
club.
you
guys.
like your family reading your stuff?
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. I don't mind. My mom.
You don't get nervous.
No. My dad's dead, so
Okay,
you know,
so that
you can't
helps.
libel the dead.
With that, yeah, that is just
that really
it's like-
helps. And yeah, I mean, they are very encouraging. Like I said, they just like attention.
Right.
So like anytime they're mentioned, like they
get
wouldn't
excited.
even like I on NPR today.
Yeah.
I said the line where I'm like, yeah, my family are a bunch of liars, and they're like, that was hilarious. so funny.
Oh, God, amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so
We're
we're
supposed to
being
do
told that we
questions.
have to stop. There's just so much I want to ask you, but I want to open it up to you guys for 1 second. Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to open it up for a second?
Or
To
questions.
ask
It's
for
question
questions?
time,
Wrap it
right?
up for Q&A.
For Q&A.
Oh, she's like,
yeah.
no, for the Q&A. You shut up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. How many do I get?
We get 3 questions.
3. Okay. 3 questions. Yes.
Oh, I'm a little nervous to be one of 3, but Susie
Oh wait,
Schmaltz.
I have prizes for people who ask questions.
Oh.
Can someone run in the back and grab my black bag for me?
Ooh.
Anyway, I have to say exactly yes in terms of her being the best book friend, because when I asked you to blurb my book, you're like, yes, and we
Yes.
never met, and this is the
Yes.
first time we met, so nice to meet you. But what I'm curious about is because I feel like between your podcast and then your podcast with Dory, and then you're writing books, and then you're writing other books, and you're doing all the things, not how do you balance, because none of us balance, but
No,
like
no.
what is your day, like how are you?
Well, I like this question because there are some female authors out there who are like, how dare you ask me that? You would never ask a man. And I'm like, yeah, because the man's not doing the same fucking work. And like, you know, we need, as women authors who are mothers and writers, we need to say how we get it done so that, you know, the next generation can be like, oh, okay, I can do that too. And I mean, my easiest answer is I have full-time childcare. Like,
No, I don't even mean that.
Yeah.
I just mean like, how does your brain focus on so? I don't mean like,
ADHD. I have
oh,
unmedicated-
that's so
I have
you're so lucky.
unmedicated
That
ADHD.
helps. Okay.
Yeah, yes. I think that does help.
You get a weird bottle of Sicilian liquor.
Awesome.
That's exciting.
I know. I really
you.
like a giveaway.
Thank
I like to be
you.
interactive.
I love a giveaway.
That just came straight from Shaka.
Oh, nice. Yes.
I'm going to Rome soon.
Oh, fun.
What should I buy?
There's a pajama store. That is the dreamiest. Glenn, what's it called?
Shostels.
Shostels. Glenn
Shostels.
and Megan went there together.
I got it from
They're the
Glenn.
most dreamy pajamas you've ever seen. And this vintage store called Humana Vintage. Everything is $10, and I went there 4 times, and just like I couldn't try anything on because my kids were tearing everything off the racks, and they're like, "Please leave." So I would just throw it in my bag without trying it on, and everything is perfect. Yeah, you went to Humana too, right? Yeah,
From
yeah.
years ago.
Humana.
Humana.
Armani pants. silk
Armani
shirts,
pants, guys.
beautiful, like
Yeah.
pajama.
All right.
We're
I'm-
full
I'll be-
service, and also
I'll be
afterwards
going.
talk to Reagan because she is a travel editor, and so she has a whole Rome guide.
Oh.
Yeah, that she'll give to you. She runs a platform called Saltet. It's really excellent. It's the best travel guide in the world.
Were you kidding
See,
me?
she's
This is
still
amazing.
hiking
She
all
is
of
I
us.
can't
It's
stop.
amazing.
I can't
She
stop.
can't stop.
Yeah, but you're gonna need that. You're gonna love
Okay,
it. Yeah.
fantastic. Thank you.
All right, one more.
One more.
Wait, but I have 2 more presents.
You can do 2 more.
Okay, 2 more.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, the lady in the back.
Hi.
Hi.
flash forward a year from now looking back?
Oh my God. All right, I've got plans. Well, I also called the podcast The Sicilian Inheritance, and the olive oil we made The Sicilian Inheritance, because I like to make things really easy for people.
Yes.
Much like I married Nick Astor on my birthday, because I'm like, then you'll remember it and you'll get me something really big. And like,
Yeah,
really
let's
nice.
up the ante here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't think The Sicilian Inheritance had a sequel until I was talking to the producers that I work with, and they're like, well, you're going to have to pitch a second season of the TV show.
Which is so annoying as well.
It's so annoying.
Yes.
But the second season came to me so fast that I'm like, oh, it's set in America with like the Italian mafia being run by women, and it's like Weeds meets the bear in a butcher shop in Philadelphia. So I want to write the sequel. I want it to become a TV series. I'm agnostic about which distributor does it because they're all the fucking same. And also, as my agent asked, they're like, who's your dream actress? And I'm like, the one that gets it made.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Yes.
I mean, definitely not Julia Roberts, but
No. Fuck her.
fuck her, never again.
Yeah.
I'm very into Lizzie Kaplan.
I love Lizzie. She's a
Okay,
friend of
she's not, I was
mine.
gonna ask. She's not on your list.
She's a friend of mine.
Okay,
I'm gonna make it.
Let's go.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
make it
let's
work.
get
That's gonna
her.
happen.
Love
and
Lizzie.
yeah, so I do want more Sicilian inheritance in the world because I think
Yeah.
at its heart, it's a story about women helping other women. And it's also just a lot of fun. And don't we all want to go to Sicily?
Yes.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes.
Yes.
All right, you get some weird Sicilian liquor.
I love it. And our final question.
I'm just unwrapping
Who's it
the
gonna
last
be?
thing.
I know someone has a
Oh,
question.
someone has a question.
Guys.
Do all of you know me so well?
Just because I want to gift.
Yeah.
No, what is your favorite city in Sicily?
Oh, that's so interesting. I mean, a lot of people claim they like Taormina after White Lotus, but I mean, Taormina is a kind of like shitty tourist trap. So I'm a big fan of Palermo. It's gritty and dirty and like, kind of like I used to like my men in my 20s. And, but then the village that my family's from, Caltabolota, is also really cool. It's on top of a rock, on top of a mountain. So many people left that like it was abandoned for a long time, but like the people our generation, and by the way, I think everyone is my age. I'm just like all of us, we're the same age, right? They're all going back and like opening restaurants and vineyards and like doing really cool shit there. So I love all of Sicily. I wanted Sicily to have real main character energy in this book, and for the book to be a love letter to Sicily. I want all of us to go there on like
Yes.
writing and reading retreats, and yeah, you get a weird Sicilian good luck sculpture that I bought from an old man on the side of the road.
Amazing! That's cool. Guys, thank you so much for coming out and supporting the most supportive of women and authors, Jill Piazza on her gazillionth book.
But the best one that
But
I've
the
written
best-
by myself.
The best one, the favorite child of the moment.
Well, you know what? I don't mind people asking me which ones. I have a favorite child. I mean,
Does it change?
no, it's always the same.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
The third one?
I'm not gonna say that. I have a favorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
You do not have a favorite.
I do
Not
have a
say
favorite.
that on the mic. It's
I
terrible
do
thing.
have a favorite. I will never say which it is, and they all think it's them.
That's
And
fascinating.
also, they have nothing that's gonna send them to therapy. They're so soft. If that's the one thing, thank God. Life is so easy.
I like die over my kids' lives. I'm like, you have
I'm
no
like,
idea.
really? Do you know what my life was like?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I turned out great.
And the favorite thing is, could you put more ice cubes in my water bottle? I'm like, I was born before the water bottle, motherfucker. Get your own water. Like, what do you mean, a water bottle?
One source of hydration, and that was a neighborhood hose, and it was usually broken.
Yeah, the spigot that was like sort of half like a drinking fountain, half
Get
not.
some water. It's
Yeah.
not filtered.
Yeah.
It's filthy.
Figure it
Yeah,
out.
Figure it out yourself.
You're 10.
Yes. On that note.
Guys, let's sign some books.
Let's sign
Congratulations. Nobody deserves this more than you. You are making the New York Times list. Everybody say a prayer tonight that you're making the New York Times
Light the
list.
candle.
Light the
And even-
candles.
And even if we don't, that is okay. And I want to say a big thank you to my team at Dutton, who have been so supportive and so wonderful. And I love you
Yay! Thank you. Thank you all so much for joining us tonight. If you're still listening to the live stream, you can buy a link in the live stream, a book, and the link in the description. I have not had any Negroni yet. We've got more books to sell in the back. We've also got a lot of Jenny's books, and we've got the books with Christine Pride. So please go to the register.
Christina's signed too.
Yeah, got a lot of Sharpies. Yeah, everyone needs to sign everyone's books. And Joe will be signing near the front register where my coworker Alexa is now pointing. So we're gonna have a nice line down the center. We're gonna get your names on Post-it notes. Please make sure to grab your items. We fold up those chairs pretty fast and have a great night.
Oh,
Thank
I
you
want to
so
take a
much.
picture of the crowd. Can people hold up books really quick?
Yeah.
Cute. Oh, I love a city of lights representative.
I love it, guys.